A question that is increasingly asked is whether premium economy is worth the extra cost compared to an equivalent standard economy ticket.
What this video will do is help you avoid falling into the traps which airlines set marketing premium economy.
And hopefully equip you with the knowledge to make an informed as opposed to emotional decision. I'll outline what additional perks you typically get if you travel premium economy.
And using some basic maths, I'm going to explain why I believe if you pay more than a third more than the standard economy fare for your premium economy flight, then you risk overvaluing the benefits that you get in addition to the bigger seat. This is what I call my 33% rule.
We should point out now that the costs of the upgrade from economy to premium is not fixed. Like most airline pricing, it's dynamic, and seat prices in both classes are typically demand-led and can fluctuate on an almost minute-by-minute and flight-by-flight basis. In other words, there are likely to be times when the upgrade makes more financial sense than others. For example, look at the difference in the price on the screen now for the premium economy seat for a flight to Newark from London for the morning flight compared to the afternoon flight on the same day.
Now we're going to base most of our comparisons on the premium economy product of the pioneers in this field, British Airways. In reality, the comparison works for many airlines as the benefits for most airlines are closely aligned. Emirates, for example, use the same premium economy seat as BA, albeit with arguably a nicer overall cabin. One thing you should be in no doubt about, however, is that premium economy is not even close to being a business class product.
In both of our views. So, let's talk about what you get as a premium economy passenger, which might tip the scales in favour of paying the extra charge. For me, by far and away the biggest benefit is the larger seat, which is both wider and offers around 38 inches of seat pitch compared to 31 inches in an average economy seat. I really value the ability to sit with my legs crossed. I can recline my seat without upsetting the person behind, and likewise when the passenger in front of me reclines their seat, I can still easily see my TV screen and I don't lose that much personal space. I also like being in a smaller, more intimate cabin, as I find that this generally makes for a more pleasant experience. And who doesn't like a pre-takeoff glass of champagne? The cabin crew usually deliver the premium economy meal service and clear the trays well ahead of economy, which means you can stretch out and sleep or relax sooner. Food in premium is undoubtedly of a higher standard than that served in economy, and it's usually on china as opposed to foil trays. My experience is that on BA, this is where the business class and premium economy service are most closely aligned, the quality of the food. Often you'll get a second meal service in premium, which unlike economy will be a full meal as opposed to a snack. To be honest, I'm not sure how much I really value the dedicated check-in or early boarding, but they will add something for some passengers. When I fly business, I love the fast track security and lounge access, but they are not included in most premium economy offerings. Neither are any checked bags tagged with priority labels. One less obvious benefit, but is great, is often you will disembark the aircraft ahead of economy, and this can be a big benefit if your destination has long lines at immigration. I said I find the bigger seat a massive selling point, but the other biggie for me is psychological, and it's really simple. If I am doing a long-haul flight in standard economy, then I approach the flight as a chore, and I do not look forward to the flight at all. However, when I fly in business, I actually look forward to the flight. And if I'm in premium economy, then it's somewhere in the middle. But I have a way more positive attitude than if I'm traveling in economy class. And for me personally, that is worth a lot.
Okay, so Lou's painted a rosy picture of premium economy, but sometimes the upgrade price can be quite significant. For example, on a flight from London to New York JFK, a seat in premium economy costs $1,436, whereas a seat in standard economy costs $742 return, just over half as much. Flying to and from Singapore, and the price difference is even greater. $2,339 versus $868.
So remember, these prices are snapshots and they are dynamically changing. So how do we evaluate the benefits versus the costs?
Now, I think that most people will agree with Lou and choose premium economy because of the larger seat and personal space, which you are effectively borrowing from the airline for the duration of the flight. When you fly standard economy, you're renting a piece of real estate from the airline that typically measures around 31 inches long by 17 inches wide. This is the pitch and length of many long-haul economy seats. The personal space you rent in premium economy is bigger, usually in the region of 18 inches wide and 38 inches long. That's 157 square inches more than economy. As a percentage, the premium economy seat offers 29.7% more space than the economy one. If we consider one of Lou's other key likes about premium economy, the more intimate cabin, the calculation is slightly more generous, but not a million miles away. In the premium economy cabin of a British Airways 777-200, there are 40 seats, 5 rows of 8 seats in a 242 configuration. If that cabin was configured with a standard economy seat, then there would be room for 6 rows of 10 seats in a 343 configuration, a total of 60 passengers. So, using this method, premium economy passengers enjoy 33% more space than their economy counterparts.
But what about the other perks of the premium economy ticket?
In my opinion, the only other tangible benefit which will actually cost your airline money to provide is the upgraded meal. I don't have any confirmed figures for this, but after a Google search, I'd be surprised if it was more than $25 extra. The other benefits: dedicated check-in, quicker service, priority boarding, faster disembarkation, cost airlines little or nothing to provide. How much they really enhance your travel experience is very personal, and in my view, this is where airlines' clever marketing tries to make them seem worth more than they actually are.
Now, we reviewed our British Airways premium economy flight from London to Mumbai recently, and we're generally positive about the experience. We got what we'd paid for in terms of both the seat and the added extras.
Our return flights, however, offered a different perspective. Economy passengers were checked in quicker than either business or premium economy, boarding was chaotic, and once on board the service was, to be honest, pretty poor.
We weren't given a pre-takeoff drink, champagne wasn't offered, there was no sign of the cabin crew for nearly 6 hours during the flight, and so the promised snacks and drinks didn't materialise. They ran out of premium economy meals for arrival, and we were served an economy meal in a foil tray.
This may seem like first world problems, but what it does is underline that if you are paying significantly more for a premium service and don't receive it, then you risk ending up feeling disappointed.
So, my argument would be that in terms of cost, a premium economy seat adds at most 33% to the base cost for the airline, in addition to the cost of any upgraded meal. Hence, I use the 33% guide.
In the example of our flight to New York JFK from London and back, the standard economy ticket was $742. If we were simply paying for a larger seat and the estimated price of our upgraded meal, then at most we'd be paying 33% plus $25 more. In other words, you'd be paying $1,009. But the price of the upgrade on the day we looked took the price to $1,436, or 92.4% more than an economy ticket. So in that specific case, you'd be paying a further $427 over and above for the added extra perks.
So why do they charge much more than the 33% it costs them? Well, it's down to simple supply and demand.
Demand for premium economy is high. It's marketed as a premium cabin with lots of additional perks. Passengers are prepared to pay and the price goes up. For flights where the demand is not so high, you'll find the price difference is lower.
We should also point out that for passengers departing from most UK airports, air passenger duty, which is a UK government tax for a seat in premium economy, business or first on a long-haul flight, is an extra £130. We promised some alternatives, so here are some options to consider.
Firstly, If it's the extra legroom that's important to you, then it might be worth looking at how much it would cost to buy a standard economy seat and pay to sit in an emergency exit row. Just remember that the seat will be slightly narrower than a premium economy seat, and the armrest between emergency exit seats does not lift.
You might find that the cost of upgrading is proportionally much higher in one direction of your flight than another, and many airlines allow you to buy standard economy one way and premium the other.
Travel in premium cabins is not consistently priced according to where you depart from, as airlines will price by market demand and to maintain market share between city pairs. You can use this to your advantage if you're prepared to position to a different airport to commence your journey. This can even allow you to buy business class travel at a substantial discount. On the screen now is an example of how departing from Dublin can substantially reduce the costs compared to departing from London, using exactly the same flights for the transatlantic leg.
Especially if travelling to Asia, buying 2 single tickets can offer the opportunity to save money and travel more comfortably because flights departing from Asia to Europe are often cheaper than the other way around. In our Singapore example, you could elect to travel in economy to Singapore on a renowned airline such as Singapore Airlines for just $420, and then return from Singapore to London in business class with Emirates for $1,810, total $2,230. That's cheaper than our $2,339 return fare in premium economy with the longer return leg in a fully lie-flat business class seat. So that's it. We hope this has at least given you food for thought. Over the coming weeks, we are planning a series of videos offering guides to live business class airfares from Europe to Asia, Australia, and the USA. Why not subscribe to be notified when those go live?
And don't forget as well to watch our review of British Airways Premium Economy, as well as Saudia and Etihad's business class offerings. Thanks very much for watching, and bye-bye.